Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and our virtual interview series. We want to talk today with Ridgeline Minerals, and Chad Peters, the CEO, wants to give us an update. Chad, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well.
Yeah, great for taking the time for an update. We have spoken the last time like 2.5 months ago during the Precious Metal Summit. I was already quite impressed on your company. And of course, we like Nevada a lot. We have interviewed a lot of companies there, but really good things are going on. And you had some very good progress. I would like to start with the Selena Project. Sure. And you had on 9th December this shallow oxide silver gold discovery there, and you reported also on the 20th January, again, very good drill results. Can you put the results a bit in context, and why was it so important that on the 20th you had even the same or even better results?
You bet. No. So, we're really excited about Selena. It was kind of funny because we were approaching it as a gold project when we started working on it in March of 2020. And we found a gold or found a silver deposit. So sometimes these things surprise you. And what's really exciting so far is, we've trenched up to 38 meters of 115 grams per ton silver equivalent at surface. We've then followed up with the drill hole that you mentioned on the 9th. Hole 21 was a discovery hole for us. That was 36 meters of almost 90 grams silver equivalent, which is, we even have a wider intercept of that of 44 meters of 74 grams per ton silver equivalent within hole 21. So really broad, consistent mineralization. We've expanded it both, a kilometer to the west, and we've shown almost a kilometer of strike to the north and south. Over 15 holes now into what we'd call the discovery footprint. And we're really encouraged by what we're seeing. I mean, even our results on the 20th of January, we had a nice wide intercept in hole 22. That was a 300-meter step out from the nearest hole. So really big step outs. We're trying to show scale at this project. And we had a bit of an issue with sample recovery, which we noted in the press release. So we
is that this breccia collapse zone, or the collapsed breccia zone? Can you maybe explain our viewers in easy words what that means?
I'll do my best. So, collapsed breccias are usually great, right? You want to hit them. They show strongly mineralized and altered gold and silver systems. Unfortunately, we hit essentially a cave, so a big underground cave. We drilled into that with our RC, and unfortunately, we were unable to recover a lot of the material that would have been in that sample. So usually what that tends to do is underreport your grades. So because you're not getting enough sample to get a full picture, I guess you could say, of what you were drilling. So we saw a good wide intercept. It was a bit on the lower grade side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a core drill, and we're going to drill that this spring as soon as the snow's off. And we're going to kind of twin that hole and try to prove that it's actually much higher grade.
Interesting. And how large could that cave be? Meaning, what are you doing now not to lose again much of the core?
Right. Well, typically, the caves you can go from anything that can be meters across to just little small caves all the way down. But what happens is when you come in with a drill, you disturb that cave, it collapses in on itself. So what we're going to do is RC is a great tool, but with collapsed breccias, it doesn't work particularly well. So we're going to go in with a core drill, and that'll get a consistent core tube and sample, and should be much more representative.
Okay, super, great. And you also have expanded by 1,700 acres the Selena land position. Can you maybe explain, of course, why you have done it? Was it very costly? And what does it mean that it is on BLM load claims?
Right. So BLM load claims represent their Bureau of Land Management. They're federally managed mining claims. So they're very, very easy, no burdens on them. And you're able, in our case, ours is a forgotten about area at Selena, and we were able to go out and we staked that. Our team went out, we put the stakes in the ground ourselves, incredibly cheap. And as soon as we hit those great drill holes, we realized we need to make sure that we secured as much of the land package as possible.
Super. So that means on those BLM load claims, you really have, as you said, no burden. So there are no royalties nor any restrictions, whatever on it, right?
There's EMX Royalty, our partners who we spun the project out of, they had a small area of interest around the project. So those claims fell within that. So a small royalty applies to those claims, but otherwise there's no federal burdens. We just have to essentially permit through the BLM for drilling programs, which is very simple and efficient and very cheap too. So it's a great setup for us.
Fantastic, great. So let's switch to the Swift Gold Project.
Yeah.
You did a phase 1 drilling. I think you had results out on 13th January, like over half a gram gold, 860 grams silver. That is great. The phase 1 is done now. Can you maybe comment firstly on the phase 1, please? Are you satisfied?
Yeah, absolutely. We're really happy about Selena Swift. It was our, the phase 1 program at Swift. It was the very first drilling to be done in over 25 years on the project. So what we did is we drilled 3 wide space drill holes to try to prove a few key questions, which was, can we prove our new geologic model? We've interpreted that everything had been, essentially all the rocks had been tilted over to one side that hadn't been recognized previously, which meant we should have hit shallower rock where we were drilling, which we did. So the last drill hole to hit target rock hit at over 700 meters. We hit at 425. So we proved our geologic model, and we hit the Wenban formation, which is, just for a little context, it is the host rock for the Cortez district. So that district is owned by Nevada Gold Mines, essentially. They own every producing mine on the district, and it's over 35 million ounces of current reserves and resources in their to their book across, I think, 4 mines now. So that Wenban formation hosts 90% of the gold in Nevada Gold Mines' portfolio on that trend. So to hit that rock unit was incredibly significant. It had never been intersected before on our project. And so between that and hitting narrow, high-grade intercepts shows there's an active gold system. We're not there yet. It's not a discovery yet, but these things take time, right? That's our first program, and we're really excited to get back in phase 2 this year and go out and hopefully make a discovery.
Super. So that means you had already the hit like you wanted to be in the first hit, of course.
Yeah.
And the phase 2 program I saw in your press release, when would that start? Because I understand that the weather conditions today are not really favorable, right?
Yeah, we got 6 feet of snow over the last week, which was great. I went skiing on the weekend, but not great for drilling programs. So we're gonna let the snow melt. It can take quite a while, sometimes up in the mountains, on the edges of where the project is. So hopefully in Q2, I'd like to get out there. And it just depends on kind of fitting in drill availability and all that too.
Fantastic, great. Last question: what does the money look like? Are you financed for this year?
Yes, we're well financed. We have 3.5 million in the treasury, Canadian. So that's more than enough to be very aggressive at Selena this spring, cover all of our overhead, and drill in additional holes at Carlin East or Swift, depending on where we would like to allocate the capital. So.
Fantastic. That sounds like a great game plan here. And it's already just 1st February when we are talking here. I look really forward to a big news flow then coming up, and for sure let the snow melt fast. And I would say hit it hard.
Let's hope. I mean, Barrick is, we should have quarterly results out from Barrick soon. And they've been drilling adjacent to our Carlin East and Bell Creek projects, which is kind of a very hurry up and wait scenario, but could be very exciting for us if they continue to have success along the margins of our properety.
Wow, super. So that Barrick is your direct neighbor.
Yes, yeah. So Nevada Gold Mines, which is a joint venture between Barrick and Newmont, as I'm sure you're aware, they actually they're drilling 250 meters to the west of our Bell Creek project, deep holes, and they're drilling about 2.5 kilometers to the south of Carlin East on the same fault zone that hosts the Leeville mine, and a brand new discovery that they made of 21 meters of 35 grams. So very, those are very strategic land positions for us, and we'll kind of plan our exploration programs accordingly based on what we see out of Barrick's results this year.
That sounds like a good thing, because as we both know, geology does not stop at claim borders normally, right?
Typically not. Yeah, I mean, some companies would like to say they do, but usually they tend to go across. So we're very excited about those 2 projects.
Fantastic. Super. Chet, and I wish you all the best for that. And I have a good feeling that we talk very soon here. And please keep us fully posted when you can really start with the drills. And I'm pretty sure you might have some more results from your last program still open. And we look forward to that.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Super. Thank you very much, Chad. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Chad Peters from Ridgeline Minerals in a short update interview here. And you heard it. The phase 2 is already in the planning. But of course, they have to wait until those 6-foot snow is melting. But hopefully they can start in April here. That would be fantastic. And also, you heard it, we are really curious on what Barrick might bring out here, as they are adjacent. They are direct neighbors. And as said, geology does not stop at claim borders. So it would be a very good indication for Ridgeline here to see what Barrick has found. And money is there. They can really hit it hard. We keep you posted. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.